Hello, welcome back to Farmbiz with Markay. Today we are in our day 29, early hour of day 29, since we stocked this Cobb 500 from Zatec Hatchery. Now, I was supposed to have recorded some video yesterday, day 28, to really give you an update, but I came back very late and I was a bit tired, so I couldn't do any recording. So I'm sorry about that. Now, what I'm going to be doing today, you can see how these birds are. They are very massive in weight. I can assure you we've exceeded. I can assure you we've exceeded our target weight at day 28. So we've already exceeded that. I'm very sure of that, based on what I am saying right now and based on what I have seen in my past birds that I have raised. Now, what I'll be doing today, remember I said something that you need to make proper use of the night hours, especially during this sunny day, because this is actually the time, because we are already in our 5th week, today being the 29th, the first day into our 5th week. That's where we are in right now. Now, it's very important you manage the heat stress this period. Very important, because as at day 27, that's a day before yesterday, we lost one to heat stress, and that bed was really massive in weight. When I lift it up, it was massive. So a bed that is not up to 4 weeks, so it was massive. So we couldn't throw it off, because I'm 100% sure it wasn't killed by any form of disease. It was as a result of heat stress, because it was panting. Before we could discover it, it was late that day 27. Before we could discover it, we met it dead. So we prepared it and consumed it. It was very okay. Now, what I'll be doing today, remember I said there is no rule of thumb that says you must change your litters every week. No, or every 2 weeks, or every 3 days, as the case may be. But when you observe that your litter is getting messed up, you need to replace it. What do I mean? Now, the last time I changed this litter, I don't think it's up to a week right now. You can see how messed up this whole place is. It's totally messed up. So I need to be replacing this part of the pen, the litters in this part of the pen today, with a fresh litter which I have. So now this which I have, now you can see this whole place. This is totally messed up. Why this place is really messed up? Because this is where they come to huddle together at night. Now, once it's about 4 a.m., 5 a.m., you see them, they will move away from here and be looking for feed, because the sun, for some days, the sun has been really scorching. So what I did, though they have more than enough nipple drinkers and bed drinkers to be drinking from, I just decided to add these manual drinkers to it, so that they will have more than enough water to be drinking from. Now, the purpose of this manual drinker, at times when we observe that the sun is really scorching, we move it away, pour the water out. Whether the water is empty or not, we pour it out and then replace it with a fresh water. You see them rushing to come and drink. Now, the same thing we do to the bed drinkers. We ensure that we flush the water there at all times, because of the heat. So we flush the water there. How? We wash it. As soon as we wash it, by the time fresh water starts coming in, you see the birds rushing down to come and drink. So this is how we in a bit manage the heat stress in this season. You can see how messed up this place is. In about few minutes, I'll be replacing the litters here. Now, according to our medication, we gave additional medication. Started it at day 27. That is the bitter leaf extract we did before. We added it, we squeezed some bitter leaf extract still, and then give it to them as a prevention for coccidiosis. Remember, we are not waiting for the coccidiosis to break out before treating them. No, we are preventing them, giving them the necessary medication to prevent the occurrence of that coccidiosis. That is what we are doing. Now, after this bitter leaf extract, I'm going to be telling you the next form of medication we'll be administering. Now, look at this bed right now. This is just 4 weeks old. Very massive. Can you see this? Very massive. So it's so impressive. Unlike the weight some other farmers might get using some other brand of feed, which might not be up to this. I'm so sure. So this is very impressive. I'm going to be updating you as time goes. So remember, we are raising this birds till 8 weeks. That's when we'll be disposing the birds. This is very, very important to us so that we manage it properly. So when I observe, like I said, that this space is getting smaller for them, it can't take them till that 8 weeks. I'm going to move some away from here and then move them to some other pen. So that's what I'll be doing. Now, the other ones, the one we had on the other side, you remember about a few days ago, about 3 days or so, we replaced the sawdust in that other pen. We replace it, and then that place is still fresh. So this other pen that the birds have been, the bigger ones. So this is the pen. This is the litters that I'll be replacing right now, so that they will be comfortable. That is what I'll be doing right now. Now you can see I've replaced the litters already. So this is how it is. Now you need to keep doing this in order to avoid the spread of coccidiosis in your pen. Very, very important. When you observe that the litter is messed up, kindly replace it as quickly as possible. So like I said, there is no rule that say you must replace your litters every week. No. So I only do that because at times it gets to a week before the whole thing is totally messed up. At times before 4 days everything is messed up. So as soon as I observe it's messed up, that part that is messed up, if some other part is still okay, I quickly replace the litters there and then leave the other part. But before 1 week or at exactly 1 week, I replaced everything again. The reason being that I live here, so I don't want I don't want a poultry odor to be disturbing me, so I need to keep everywhere clean. So this is it. I've already replaced the litter. So you see how the birds are today. We are in our day 29. So we've entered week 5. So the first day into week 5, like I said. Now we've had just 2 mortalities. That's the one we lost at day 4, day 5, and the one we lost at day 27. Now the one we lost at day 27 was as a result of heat stress. So we need to really sit tight and then ensure we manage the heat stress properly, because we still have about 4 weeks to go before we dispose these birds. That's where we are raising it to. So during Christmas season, we'll be selling everything off. So this is how it is. We've been raising these birds using organic method. We've not applied any form of synthetic. We've not given any form of vaccine. So this is where we are today. So I can tell you the weight of these birds from the look of things is very, very okay by me. It's very, very massive. So I want to believe by 8 weeks, 7-8 weeks, we should be hitting 5 kg, if not more than. So that's my prayer. So I don't intend restricting any feed from them. I want them to eat, so that by that time the weight will be very, very massive, because this time is the weight of your bird that will actually determine if people will rush your birds and buy them. It might not necessarily be the look. So the weight of the bird is what will actually determine if your birds will be bought within the shortest time. So this is where we are today at day 29, early hour of day 29. We've replaced the litter with another litter. So you can see how happy they are bathing in the sawdust. So in about maybe by tomorrow, the bathing is going to reduce. So that is why I have to lift up all the feeders from the floor so that they don't spray much sawdust in the feeder. So thank you so very much. If you find this video helpful, kindly do well to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification icon, like and comment in the comment section below, as this will do a whole lot for us in helping us to grow our channel and reach a larger audience. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it.